Are you visiting Lisbon from a cruise or on a quick stopover? And you've got just a day to explore this amazing city? Then this video is perfect for you. Lisbon offers a plethora of attractions, and while you can't see them all in a single day, I'll show you some of its most captivating sights, from the classics to some hidden treasures. Let's dive in straight away. Alright, let's kick things off with what might just be Lisbon's most iconic square, Praça do Comércio. If you are arriving from the cruise terminal, it's just a quick and scenic stroll along the waterfront. Alternatively, if you are starting from elsewhere in the city, I recommend taking the metro to Terreiro do Passo. Now, here's a handy tip for getting around efficiently. Instead of queuing up for tickets every time, consider buying a 24-hour transport pass on your first ride. This way, you can just jump on a metro train or bus whenever you like, making it easier to hop between attractions throughout the day. We have arrived at Praça do Comércio, a large, magnificent plaza facing the harbour. This grand plaza is surrounded on three sides by distinctive yellow buildings with an architectural style known as Pombeline. The southern side of the plaza faces the Tagus River. In the center of the plaza, you can't miss the statue of King Joseph I, and the magnificent arch behind me is the Arco da Rua Augusta. This arch is a symbol of Lisbon's revival after the devastating earthquake of 1755. It was during this catastrophe that the royal palace, Paço de Ribeira, which once actually stood exactly where I'm standing, was destroyed by the earthquake and the subsequent tsunami. There is even a miraduro, or a viewing platform, at the top of the arch that you can climb up to and take in the city from there. From here, it's a few minutes walk to our next attraction, the Pink Street. This place is a must-visit in Lisbon, and you can see why in a moment. Just look at this place. The Pink Street, also known as Rua Nova de Cavalo, is located in the Cais do Solde neighborhood and is known for its eye-catching pink-colored pavement. The transformation of this street to the Pink Street happened in 2013, and the goal was to give new life to a neighborhood that was trying to shake off its disreputable past. It's vibrant, colorful, and perfect for those Instagram-worthy photos. At night, when all the bars are open along this street, it's really lively here. We're now gonna take the trams to go to Belém. If the bus or the tram is too crowded, you can always take the train directly from Cais do Solde. It's 7 minutes, just one stop to Belém, and it costs €1.35, but your 24-hour pass is not valid on that. We have arrived at Belém, and behind me is none other than an iconic Torre de Belém, a 16th century fortress that once guarded the entrance to Lisbon's harbour, as Belém is where the river Tagus opened to the Atlantic. The Belém Tower looks like a fairy tale castle rising from the river, but no, it was really a fortress. It's now a UNESCO heritage site too, and rightly so. Just a stone's throw away, we arrive at the majestic monument to the discoveries. Constructed in 1960 to commemorate the 500th anniversary of the death of Prince Henry the Navigator, the ship-shaped monument has 32 figures lined up on a stylized bow. It's a celebration of the Portuguese age of discovery during the 15th and 16th centuries. On the eastern side, you can see Prince Henry the Navigator, King Alfonso V, followed by Vasco da Gama. On the western side, following Prince Henry, you've got Ferdinand the Saint and other figures. You can actually go inside as well. They have temporary exhibitions, but also you can take a lift to get to the top for a panoramic view of the area. It may be tricky to notice it when the place is full of tourists, but there is a beautiful marble mosaic at the foot of the monument, which depicts a compass rose. The compass has a diameter of 50 meters, and it shows a map of the world in the center. On the other side of the monument to the discovery, you can see the famous bridge of Lisbon, Ponte 25 de Abril. It's now time for lunch, and we've booked a table at a restaurant, so let's head over there. While we are walking there, may I use this opportunity to ask you to hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bells. I've got a lot more exciting travel and cruising content in the coming months, so make sure you subscribe to not miss any future videos from me. It's now time for lunch and we book a table at the restaurant here, Cafe Inn. It's got great view. Look at that. We requested a table by the window and we duly got one. This is a sushi and steak restaurant, so we ordered some sushi and sashimi to start with. So lunch is here, a very nice looking steak, ribeye steak, and with a very beautiful view behind as well. And this is my risotto, asparagus risotto. After that delicious meal, we are gonna walk to an attraction nearby that is relatively new. Well, we are now at the Museum of Art, Architecture and Technology, MAAT. The museum consists of two buildings, Portugal's first power plant and this shiny new building designed by British architect Armando Levet. This new addition to the waterfront of River Tagus is an architectural wonder. The curvy white tile building resembles a wave rising towards the river, and aesthetically it's just so beautiful. Inside, it has exhibition that presents the relationship between art and new technologies through exhibitions of national and international artists. However, even if you don't go inside to see the exhibitions, it's worth a stop for the view from the top. You may walk around and even on top of this waterfront landmark. At the top, you get a really wonderful view of the River Tagus, as well as the bridge behind, Ponte 25 Janeiro. Okay, it's time to walk back to Belém for a major tourist attraction. Next, we've come to the Jerónimos Monastery, which is probably Lisbon's greatest monument. It's a monastery built in the 1500s during the Age of Discovery, and it was paid for with the profits made in the spice trade with the East. They were home to the monks of the Order of St. Jerome, who were supposed to pray for the king's soul. These monks also created the recipe for the world-famous pastel de nata or pastel de Belém. We'll be trying that right after this. With a magnificent church and cloister unlike any other in the world, it's a masterpiece of what they call Manueline style, which is a Portuguese Gothic style architecture, with sculpted details inspired by the lands and cultures encountered by the Portuguese navigators. The tomb of the most famous one, Vasco da Gama, is found inside the church. There are two primary entrances to the Jerónimos Monastery, the church entrance and the cloister entrance. The church entrance is situated on the right-hand side of the monastery and is exclusively for visitors interested in only visiting the church. That is free. As for the cloister, you'll be impressed by the ornate stone carvings. The angle cut is truly stunning too. You have to pay an admission to see these magnificent cloisters, and if you're here during peak summer months, make sure you pre-book the tickets. Also, be aware that you have to queue again if you want to see the church afterwards. The cloister tickets do not give you a shortcut to the church. If you have been enjoying this video so far, I would like to ask you to kindly hit the like button. It will help YouTube to spread this video to other like-minded travelers. Okay, it's now time to go for a delightful taste test. We have got a local treat on the menu today, the famous pastel de nata. For years, everyone knows the best pastel de nata in Lisbon is from Pastel de Belém. No question about it. But Mantecaria came along in 2014, taunting everyone with a more buttery, flaky pastry that divided fans of pastel de nata. Which one is better? We are gonna try both. First, we are gonna try Mantecaria.
Take away or what?
Right, got the pastel de nata from Mantecaria. Let's see how it tastes like. So we just finished eating the pastel de nata, at Mantegaria. I think it's pretty good, but it doesn't make us go wow. We probably have better. So we're now gonna go back to the original one, Pastel de Belém, and see whether it's actually the best. The origin of pastel de nata dates back to before the 18th century, when they were created by monks at the Jeronimos monastery. At that time, convents and monasteries used large quantities of egg whites for starching cloths. It was quite common for monasteries and convents to use the leftover egg yolks to make cakes and pastries, resulting in this proliferation of sweet pastry recipes throughout the country. Eventually, they began selling pastel de nata at a nearby sugar refinery to bring in revenue. When the monastery was closed, the recipe was sold to the sugar refinery, whose owners opened the Fábrica de Pastel de Belém. We are going to be trying their products very soon. Right, we are now going for the original one, Pastel de Belém. Hopefully it will be better. So when you buy this, you get a pack of cinnamon and a pack of what is this? Icing sugar to go into your pastel de nata. Put some icing sugar on it. Alright, let's see what it tastes like. This is so much better than the one in Mantegaria. It's soft, the egg is still slightly runny, really delicious.
The crown is secure.
Very much so. Wow, this one is still warm and look at it. It looks really nice, slightly burnt. Steve gonna put some cinnamon on it. Is it better than the other place? So there's still
number one.
There's still the undisputed king of pastel de nata. What a day it has been exploring the historic wonders and savoring the flavors of Lisbon. I hope you've enjoyed this video and that you find the information useful. If you are interested in some other cruise ports guides, check out these videos links popping up on your screen. This has been Ken from Ken Travel 360. I'll see you over there. Until next time, ciao!